Okay, hey everyone. I just wanted to show you a small tutorial on how to convert your files in Audacity to the proper format and the proper quality settings. Because if you're recording with your phones, you may not have as much control over the quality as if you were using the Zoom. And for this assignment, you're supposed to submit it as 24 hertz, 24-bit and 48,000 hertz. So I want to show you how to do that to convert it from whatever format you have it in into what is necessary for our assignment. And then you could also use this as a kind of a basic tutorial for Audacity as well. We won't go into any of the effects or anything right now. I'm just going to show you how to open a project, how to save one, and how to import files into Audacity. So I have Audacity open here. I'm actually just going to close it because I had a project open before, so I'm going to save that. And we are going to open Audacity. So here I have a new project. So let's say you have your recordings. Let me grab a recording. So let's say you have your recordings. I'm going to grab one of these. This is just some work I was doing. So it's fairly simple to import a file into Audacity. All you have to do is pick one of your sounds and drag it into the Audacity window. That's all you have to do. And there you go. We have the sound that is now on a timeline in Audacity. So that's how you import a file. And you can also save your project if you go to File, Save Project, and then Save Project As. Click OK on that. And then you could save it as an Audacity project. I'm not going to do that right now just because it's a test. I don't really need to save it. But for you, you could save your project so you could come back to your edits afterwards. When you're saving it as a project, this is not saving it as a listenable audio file. It's kind of like a Photoshop file. It's something you could open up and edit later. But for now, I just want to show you how to convert the quality into the necessary quality settings and file format for your field recordings. So here, you'll see the audio that I've imported, and right here I have the information about the quality of this recording. So here it's 48,000 hertz and 32 bits. For our assignment, it needs to be 24 bits, if you recall, and 48,000 hertz. So it's good that it's 48,000 hertz. If you record it at a lower quality setting, you're going to be converting it to a higher quality. It's always better to record in the higher quality because you're just converting it to something that the information isn't there, but so it's still going to sound the same, but it's just going to be maybe a little bit of a higher, larger file size. So it's always better to record in the highest quality and then lower the quality down to 24-bit and 48,000 hertz rather than record it at 16-bit and 41,000 hertz or something, or 44,000 hertz, and then raise that quality afterwards. But for this assignment, it needs to be 24-bit and 48,000 hertz, so you may have to change the quality, almost upscale it, right? So for this, I'm going to be downscaling it. So to actually change that, you're going to go down here at the bottom, and you can see my project rate. Yours might be set up at something different, like 44,100 hertz. So if it's set at this, you're going to want to go down and change it to 48,000 hertz, which is what it's supposed to be for your assignment. So make sure you change that there to 48,000 hertz. Now to get it to 24-bit, the way we're going to do that is we're going to go to File, we're going to go to Export, and here you have a few options. You have export as MP3, export as WAV, export as OGG, export audio. This will give you more options. But for our assignment and for the rest of the semester, I want you to export as WAV. It's an uncompressed audio file, and it's super high quality, and there'll be larger file sizes, but it's very, very good quality. Better quality than MP3, as we were looking at there was a graphic that we were looking at in a previous class. So I'll go to export as WAV, and since the project rate is set as 48,000 hertz, it's going to export it as 48,000 hertz. And down here, so you see the file type, I have WAV, and you have other file types if you click it, but it's got to be WAV. And then right here under encoding, you have different options. So what you're going to choose for it to be 24-bit is signed 24-bit PCM. This is just a codec for the audio file, but you want it to be 24-bit. None of the other ones don't apply to us, so you just want to make sure it's 24-bit. And then if you have this selected and you save it like this, it's going to be 24-bit bits by 48,000 hertz because you changed your project rate originally. If your project rate was something else, it would be 24-bit 44,100 hertz. So make sure this is set to 48,000 here, and then this is chosen to be signed 24-bit PCM. And you're not doing any editing so far. You're really just changing the file settings for the submission of your raw field recording. So you're importing your field recordings into Audacity, changing the project rate, and then exporting it as 24-bit. And so you can go to save it. I'll save it on my desktop, and we'll just save it as test.wave. We'll save it. You'll be given then this metadata tag. It's not important. You could actually click this to don't show it when exporting it if you don't want to see it, but it just adds metadata. You could add artist names, track titles, and stuff. This is for if you're doing making songs and stuff, you want to add copyrights to it. It's not really important. I usually just end up deleting everything in there because for me it's not super important. Then you click OK, and it should have saved to the desktop. Let's go find it, test.wave, and there we go. So that's the simple way of using Audacity to convert your file settings to 24-bit to 48,000 hertz. If you recorded it in either a higher quality file size, even if you recorded it in a higher quality, you'll need to then downscale it. But if you recorded it in lower quality because you're using your cell phones and you don't have as much control, you'll need to upscale it to 24-bit and 48,000 hertz. And that's just how you do that.